She was my classmate at Kennedy School would be wondering, so you still don't know how to call her last name? Well, thank you everyone, and I really, really owe you a deep apology. But you know the way it is with meetings in the bank. Just had to be part of the meeting where we were hosting President Kabila of DRC during his visit with us. And we've only just finished. I am so delighted that we can do this. I think that when a lot of the times when people look at the institution within which we work, I think that the last thing they probably associate with it is anything about culture. And so when you think of the fact that these kinds of showcases offer us the opportunity to show that we're not just some impersonal institution dealing with econometrics and policy issues alone, but I was seeing how this connects to the cultural context within which development happens. I think that even being together and doing this, taking a step back from the very technical kind of stuff that we have to deal with all the time, gives us the opportunity to find that whole bonding that is important for problem solving. The greatest issues in the continent of Africa is really how do we solve the complex problems of development? How do we take the really tough challenges, such as the kind of challenge that you would have in a country like DRC, or you would have in Botswana, or in Ethiopia, where we just saw that lovely performance by both the young and the not so young. Is there a bit of diplomacy to that? How do we solve those problems? I think that it is just being able to do things like what is going on, and then to imagine that Tara is very effective in helping to make this happen. That's the Asia region, right? And yet you see the connection. So at the end of the day, we really are all one. And there's just one thing that will always keep us thinking of it that way. Our common humanity is really what drives the work of development. While many of you that work in the continent of Africa would probably never have had any reason to see Africa, but the passion for development has taken you outside of your own geographical boundaries into a different world. And through the arts, through the culture, and through the expression of the ethos and the values of the people, you can piece together some of the really technical conversations you have where you think, boy, I'm not making quite some progress in getting this across. And then you realize that it's because you are not communicating it in the way that the other party does its own communication. So through the art and the cultural things that we do in the bank, I think that it helps to give us an insight into the softer elements of our relationship in the work of development. So I really thank you, particularly all the showcases that you have already taken in. I think I am the one who lost so much because I wasn't able to be here to see the other ones. But I hope I haven't missed everything completely, and that there are still many to go. I congratulate all those who put up these performances. I imagine what enormous practice went into it. For some of them who are better at writing their analytical work, God knows they must have really scored badly in trying to shuffle their feet. But I'm sure that they got technical assistance from some other people, from other members of the team with whom they worked. I really wish you a wonderful period, and I really want to thank you for the impressive turnout and for all those who are putting up the show.